Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk today about how Cuba has pulled its doctors out of Brazil. I think this is a bad move on Cuba's part, okay? Brazil's president, Jair Bolsonaro, had basically said that the Cuban doctors need to receive 100% of their salary, and they need to be allowed to bring their families with them. Okay, Brazil and Cuba had worked something out with the previous administration where these Cuban doctors would go to these very poor and impoverished rural areas in Brazil and provide medical service. But the Cuban government has been taking most of these doctors' salaries, around 80-90% of them. And Bolsonaro did not want that to continue, plus they're not allowed to bring their families. So basically, this was not just free medical care, this was used as communist indoctrination in those villages. And Bolsonaro's strong anti-communist, what could have been done had those doctors been allowed to stay is it could have been an incitement for a potential communist coup that could have happened, or inciting a communist overthrow of the Bolsonaro government. So Bolsonaro did not expel the doctors originally. He just said let them keep 100% of their salaries and let them bring their families with them. That's what he said, but the Cuban government said no, so the Cuban government pulled the doctors out. So this is what's really happening. Don't believe the communist propaganda from the Cuban government, because Bolsonaro did not kick the doctors out for kicking the doctors, just to kick the doctors out. He didn't do that. He had some demands, which I thought were reasonable demands, but the Cuban government said no. So that's the truth. That's what's going down, and that's what's currently happening in Brazil. So, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.